like an open book.
Hey everybody, whoa, what's going on there? That doesn't look right, does it? Let's fix that one, shall we? Hang on, I am here, I'm hiding. Hey, oh, it's taken over everything, Oh my lord, I'm here, I'm hiding. Hang on guys, where is it? Oh my goodness. I've lost my overlays. I think my overlays have gone onto all screens and not just onto the one screen. Okay, let's go back to this one. That's it. Yay. I know exactly what's happened. So I set up my overlays. Yep. And when I have set up a green screen, so I can do stuff like cool stuff like this. Ready? Watch. Hi. I can now run on the screen, but it's put it over all of the other screens. Oh dear, this is why when you have a sleep in on a Monday morning, you shouldn't. So hi everyone who doesn't yet know me. I'm Sally Sparks Cousins. I'm your in-house automation nerd, lover of sexy numbers, and I'm a personal branding and design expert. And today, my daughter left for school camp we were up in the 5s this morning, and we crawled back into bed once we dropped her off at school. And I literally crawled out of bed about 20 minutes ago, quickly threw on some lipstick, didn't even do my eyes, ran out here and set the countdown timer. And I thought, oh, I might make sure I set up my green screen for you guys just in case I want to draw anything. And it's applied it to all overlays. So I'm just trying to find my overlay screen. Yes, it is not supposed to be on all screens. So if I go back to here, let's see if it's deleted it. Nah, see, it's still on all screens. It's not supposed to be there. Show on current screen. No, go away. I said go away. No, it's still showing on all screens. Why are you doing that? Oh, God. Look, let's just stay right here. Let's just stay here. This is where we are, and this is where we're at. If you're joining us out there in the world of the streaming land, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, say hi. Let me know where you're joining us from. And if you're here inside of the VIP room now, this will be the thing. Will the VIP room work? Because I was playing around in the background. Oh, it did. Look, there's the VIPs. Only a couple of them have jumped in, but they're all quiet now. That's okay. Hey, Karen's there. She turned on her camera. Awesome. So a lot of our VIPs don't actually come on in until we go dark in the second hour. So what happens is I come in here, I teach a little bit of something, and then in the second hour we go dark and I spend some time with the VIPs answering any questions that they may have in regards to their sales and marketing automation, or in regards to their design and branding as well. So if you are out there, there is a link that you need to click on, because when you send me messages like this one, hi, Facebook user from Middle Georgia in the USA, I don't know who you are. So there is a link floating around somewhere. Kat will probably post it for us, but she's got to make her way through all of the different live streams to post it. But it's something like restream.io.chat. It'd be good if I remembered it and actually had it in as a little pop-up for you guys, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so who's excited to actually learn a little bit of Canva today? Because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be learning about how to design a web landing page in Canva. It's a new feature that Canva has brought out recently, and it's pretty exciting that we can now actually design landing pages inside of Canva. And if you want to, you can build like whole websites inside of Canva. You will, however, need any forms to be created in some kind of secondary program, because I don't believe at this point in time, but I could be wrong, that there is any opt-in options. But today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you and we're going to create a landing page. And I'm actually going to show you one of our layouts, which I've never tried to design inside of Canva. So I'm going to be building it directly with you for the first time. But what I might do is, because we're going to edit out this video, so what happens is I live stream here with you and I create content, but then we take the first section of this teaching and we edit it out and we turn it into content for our Canva Made Easy course. And this will actually be going into Canva Made Easy, the course for those who are part of Business Building Made Easy or in the Canva Made Easy program. So it's pretty fun because you get to watch me make mistakes, go live, all of the things, and create live content with you, which then we go and edit later on. And here's Kat making her way around all the groups. That's the link you need to click on to give permission for Facebook to actually let me see who you are. So click on that, give approval to Facebook to allow me to see who you are. And then when you send a message to me, I can actually call you out by name. Now, if you're brand new here to the Sparkle world and you've never seen me before, just type new in the comments so that I can welcome you to the Sparkle world. And if you're an old hat, you know what you need to do. Put a purple heart in the comments and send it up so I know if you're a sparkler. All right. So what I'm going to do is we're going to jump over into Canva and I'm going to show you one of the landing page designs that we use. And honestly, what I'm going to create with you will be a design that I've never tried to build inside of Canva before. So let me just reset. In this lesson, I want to teach you how to use the brand new feature inside of Canva to create a landing page. Now, the design I'm going to show you is a landing page that we use for our opt-ins. Now, I've never built a landing page using this opt-in design before inside of Canva, so it will be me building live with you and showing you the tools and trying to figure it out along the way. But the design layout is one of our most highly converting landing page designs that we do. At the moment, a couple of our landing pages are converting at like anywhere between 40 and 70% on some of the landing pages. So let's head over into Canva and actually have a look at creating a landing page. And of course, this is the first time I've ever created a landing page. So let's have some fun with it, okay? All right, so now what I'm going to do is go down to my little pip here and hope that it is in the right place. It is not in the right place. So I need to make sure that that is unlocked. And where is my little pip here? And show. Yeah, see, look, everything's going crazy here as well. What are you doing? Okay, so this is where we're now going to be building in the back end. We're going to show, come on. Why are you not showing? It's all going off and I am unlocked. All right, let's try. No, that pip is wrong too. Oh, no. Okay. This is what happens when I leave things till the last minute before I jump in and don't check everything. All right, so the first thing we need to make sure we have is a screen share. So let's go like this. Let's go primary display. We want Google and we want Canva. Excellent, that's what we want. And then we are going to zoom Canva in just like this. And then we're going to take it up to the top of the screen and we're going to zoom it out. Just like that. All right, and then we're going to move it to the back. Move it to the back. All right, now there is a really nice, if I go back to here, I wonder if it's going to let me grab this little one here, copy. I'm going to copy that guy and I'm going to come back to my pip. Where is my pip? Here. And paste. So I've got my pretty little border, but my border's too big. So we're going to make it smaller. See? Oh, no. Paste. Come on down. Let's make this border look good. So I've got to find that little corner there. Now this is going to be going into the course. So it's not going to be this messy, but this is what happens when I design. I go live and design. All right, and then that is there, that is there. And then if we make this a little bigger, because we don't need all that stuff there. And then I also need to put my face. Hey, hi. And grab my face, and I'm going to do that. And then we're going to bring it down onto this telephone. We're going to resize like that. And we're going to resize. Come on, give me that little finger. And we're going to make that one go up. And then we're going to pull that in. Hey, look there. Oh, come on. One little arrow. Give me one little arrow. There we go. Move it up a smidge. Look at that. Oh, it's probably not as good as I'd like it. A little tiny bit more off that edge. There we go. Hey, look at me. I'm in a little telephone. Awesome, guys. There we go. We are now rocking and rolling. So let's reset this little sucker as though we've actually gone from here to there, like from here to something that actually looks right. Oh no, wrong button, Sally. Here we are inside of Canva, and in here we are going to be creating a website. So the first thing I'm going to do is I can't see up here anywhere for a website, so I'm just going to type in up the top website. Oops, if I can spell website. And there's all these different types of websites, but what I might do is I'm just going to hit enter. And I'm going to have a look and see if they have got any layouts that are similar to the design that I like to use as a starting point. So they've got lots of different layouts here, but you know what? Let's start from scratch, shall we? Let's just do it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is let's choose a real basic one. So, and look, if you hover over the top of them, you'll see that some of them have got different numbers down the bottom here. And as you can see, it's got lots of different pages and layouts that you can choose from for your websites. Also, you can see, like, if you use Linktree, there's also like Linktree options as well that they have. But I typed in the word website, so it's set up in sort of the website design just here. Okay, so let's begin with a real basic one, just like this. And it's going to, first off, automatically for me, create a website landing page in the right size. But you can see here that this is a scrolling website as well. So there's all these different sections that you can use when you're designing your website. And what we are going to do now is we're going to actually create a website. And I'm just going to create a website using the layout that we would normally use when we're designing an opt-in landing page. So an opt-in landing page, the first thing we normally do is I'm just going to come over here into, let's come back here and come over into Elements. And the first thing we would normally do is we would bring in a photo of what the freebie itself looks like. So what I'm going to do is normally I would bring in a frame like this, and then I would put a photo of what the freebie itself actually looks like. But for this instance, I'm going to go and grab one that I have already created previously and show you. So we've got an opt-in that has a it's the perfect consult script. So how to actually conduct consults. So you can place your image in this frame. So I'm going to go and drag and drop in just from my download folder. I'm going to bring in, I'm just dragging and dropping in what my freebie looks like. So this is what my freebie itself looks like. So let's just clean this up a little bit. And I place my freebie on the left-hand side. So when they first come in, if they're viewing this on a landing page, they'll see what the actual freebie itself looks like. And then on this side is where I would put my opt-in. So the first thing I will do is push R for rectangle. And over in here is where I design what I want people to know about the freebie. So there's a certain way we actually do this design, and what I'm going to do is create it white, and I'm going to make it a little bit see-through so we can see the background copy there. So the first thing I would normally do is put a little graphic at the top here. So I'm going to go over to Elements, and I'm going to put a workbook, because it's a book that I'm giving them. And then I will see here is a picture of a little workbook. And I'm going to bring that up the top there, and it's just a little small icon to show them as well what they're going to get. And I'm going to use my branding colors, so I like a dark purple. The next line I'm going to click T for text and then bring that up. And the next line I do under here is what they actually get. So it's a free PDF download. Now, the text is white. We're going to go in and choose it to be my branding color and also my branding typography, which is this one. Then the next thing underneath, so I actually put the name of the freebie. So you can see over here, the name of the freebie is the Perfect One-on-One Consult Script. So I'm going to click T for text again. I'm going to bring that up, and I'm going to put the name of the freebie. So the Perfect One-on-One Consult Script. And then under that, let's put that into the right color. So click colors. And then under that, I would normally put like a bit of a tagline. So this is conversations that convert. And I will make it a little bigger because hierarchy says I want them to read this thing first. So I'm going to actually bring the typography up so it's a little bigger there. And also I'm going to choose a color that pops a little more, which would be probably my pink. All right. Now, once we have that, the next section is I usually put a line under here. So if I just push the letter L on the keyboard, L for line, and I'm going to put my little line there. I don't want it to be, and then I want it to be my branding color, and I don't actually want it to be that thick. So I'm going to make it a little thinner by line weight here. Let's make it like 1.5. All right, excellent. So that's the next section. Now, the next part is where I write 3 lines of benefits. And I'm going to push the T for text again. And now with this one, I do bullet points, and I'm going to left justify it. And 3 benefits. So if it's a conversation script, it would be confidently conduct consult calls without the nerves. And of course, I am spelling extremely well this morning. Confidently. Okay, and then I'll do my next dot point. How to speak without feeling salesy or sleazy. And how to overcome objections without sweating. There we go. That's good. And I've got actually another one is get the exact script to take a lead from cold to sold by knowing exactly what to say. Now, my spelling is shocking. All right, there we go. So, sales, I like to put a little dash there. Okay, so now we have 3 to 4 dot points on what we would actually want to do. But then what we also want to do is bold the things that are the benefit statements. So the benefit statements are the bright, beautiful feelings. So without the nerves is what I would say with there. Without feeling salesy or sleazy would be that one. With this one, I think overcoming objections is huge. People get so scared when they hear the word no and know exactly what to say. All right, so they are the highlighted points that I would put on each of the dot points. Now, let's spread this out a little bit. It's a little bit sort of too close together. So I'm going to spread out the line spacing like that. And then the last part down the bottom here will be our call to action button. So I'm going to push R for rectangle. Brings me in a little rectangle that I can size up to create a button. Just like so. Nice. And then that always is a blue. We like our buttons to really pop. And then I'm going to click T for text. And I'm going to go, yes, give me the script. So that's my text, and we'll make the text white. Let's make it stand out a little bit more, like that. All right, there we go. So that's our landing page that they first see when they opt in, and we've got give me the script. Now, what we will need to do is, because there is no opt-in option here inside of Canva, you are going to need to then direct them to an opt-in form. So if you are using any type, whatever lead capture form you're using, whether it's Google Forms or Lead Pages, ClickFunnels, Kajabi, Keep, whatever that is, you'll need to direct them to your opt-in form or create a little pop-up that you can embed on this landing page. Now, we're not going to cover the actual opt-in component. This is about designing the landing page, but you will need to create that opt-in. So then what you will do is you will link the button and the text together. I always like to, I'm just going to zoom in here so I can click it easier. Hold the shift key down, come here, grab that button and grab that text there. And then I'm going to group them together at the top here. Then what you do is, here is the little link button at the top. And with that link button, what you'll do is you'll type in where the form is. So, formurl.com. So you are going to need to actually create your own form. So whether that is, if you're doing it for free, Google Forms, right? Send them to a Google form. If you've got Keep or ConvertKit, they all have options for you to already create a form, or Kajabi already has an option for you to create a form, and it goes directly into your CRM. So you'll just need to type in the URL right there for where you're going to capture that lead information. Hey, and it's made everything a little bit too big. So let's do that. I don't like how it automatically puts the line underneath. I will then highlight that and remove the line. people know, and you'll be able to see when they go to this landing page that it will actually be a landing page that it'll change to the little click button as well, because it is a hyperlink right there. All right, now the next section that we have on our landing page is we would normally, let's see, do they let us resize in here? This is not a scrolling landing page by the looks of it. Let's have a look what they've got up here. So when I clicked on the link, it actually looked as though you could choose it to go to a different landing page if you wanted it to. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So this is where you could create an entire website. So what I would say is, because I've used the search tag website, it has now created multiple landing pages for me to actually create a website. Let's just go back here. I want to actually type in the word landing page and see what it gives me. Yeah, so these are single individual landing page options here, like blog landing pages. This looks like a long scroll landing page. That's pretty cool. So because I use the search term of website, it's actually created a template with multiple landing pages. Or if I type in web page instead of website, again, it's given me single landing pages. Now, when you're looking through each of these, you'll see it's got a little crown. Now, mine says free only because I'm on a pro account. Therefore, this landing page design is free to me. But if you see a crown and you're using the free version of Canva, you will have to pay. But it means also that there are paid elements in that design. So if you go into the design and swap out the paid elements for the free elements, you can end up using the design for free. Pretty crazy, right? So most of the paid elements inside of the landing pages, they will actually be photographs or graphics. And if you just swap them out for any free photographs or bring in your own photographs, then it will actually be free. So what I really want is more of a scrolling landing page, because we actually put a couple of other things onto our landing page. So I'm going to just copy and paste across what I've designed already. So I'm going to highlight, just drag with my mouse to highlight everything that I've created. Highlight everything. Come on down. Just like that. Right click and copy. And I'm going to come back to this one. I'm going to delete a lot of this stuff out of here. And I'm going to paste. Okay, so here we go. There's my landing page at the top there. And I want to divide this landing page up a little bit more. So I'm just going to resize it so it looks like the other one. And at the top, I want a nice photo of a computer overhead. So there's some really pretty computer overhead photos. I usually like one with a coffee in it as well. It's my branding, always either a coffee or a purple flower. So let's find a nice one. Which one do you think, guys, in the chat room? Which one looks good? I quite like this one. It's got a pink pen in it. That looks pretty cute. All right, let's get rid of this lady. We don't want you. Let's move in so you can see the design. Whee! Zooming in there. All right, there we go. So that'll be our top part, and we're going to move you to the back. Send to the back. So I just did a right click, and then I can go send to back. There we go. And also I might make it a little bit more transparent, just so it's not too full. There we go. And I'm also going to crop it up slightly. There. Nice. That looks lovely. All right, so now we've got the first section. Now the second section I put down here is always, I'm just going to click R. Oops, not T, undo. I'm going to click R for rectangle. And then this second section I do down here, I always put in some testimonials. So I'm just going to navigate just in the back end of my computer. I'm just going to navigate to some testimonials that I have, which I'm doing right now. And I'm going to bring those in, just drag and drop them in. All right, just like that. So they're just loading up over here. So I've got now 3 different testimonials. So I'm going to resize this little guy here, just like that. And I'm going to bring this one up and I'm going to resize my testimonials and put 3 testimonials on my page, just like so. Excellent. Actually, what I'm going to do, so they all resize with the same size font, I'm going to highlight all 3 of them. So I've just dragged around and I'm going to resize them all together. So if I resize them all together, the typography or the font stays the same size. Make sure that they fit on my landing page. I'm just holding the Shift button down to select all. And then make sure that they all fit neatly across. Excellent. Now, rather than trying to align all of these myself, I'm going to get Canva to give me a hand. So I'm going to click on the first, second, and third one. So holding the Shift button down. And then in position, I'm going to say position all to the top because I want them all to line up to the top. So they've all now lined up to the top together. And if we move them out, Canva tries to, with the pink lines, help you sort of line everything up, but it's hard to get all the spaces and everything even in between. So what I like to do is sort of put my graphics as far out as I want them to go, and then I'll click and hold the Shift and select all 3. And then here in position, you can say align horizontally and it'll actually clean them up for you and give you even spacing between everything. So now I have them evenly spaced, and along the top here, I always put, I'm just going to put T for text, make that a little bigger, and the words I write is what others are saying about Sally. ... All right, and it's the wrong type. So we're going to change it to our branding typeface, which is that one. Pop it up there, and then again, position, center. There we go. So now we've got the testimonials section, like so. Then the final part down the bottom here is our final call to action. Now, actually, I usually do this in white. So I'm going to change this background to white, and I'm going to change this to my typeface color. And let's actually, on these, so they don't look like they're kind of floating in the middle of nowhere, I'm going to add a little drop shadow to each of these. So I've clicked Edit Image, and I'm going to scroll on down, and here you will see the shadows option. I'm just going to choose a basic drop shadow, and it pops a little drop shadow under there. And if I click the 3 little lines here in the middle, it will actually bring up my editing window here. So maybe I want my drop shadow a little bit more see-through, a little bit more blur, and you can also change the angle. So I want my drop shadow to also slightly pop out of the top here as well. All right, and then I click Apply, and now click on the next one and click Drop Shadow. And then on the next one, click Drop Shadow. Excellent. I should have actually clicked on all 3. All right, so I didn't actually remember what numbers I did in here. So let's go in and click on the drop shadow there. So it brings it back, and click on here. So we're going to go angle. We want it to go up a bit. and blur. I like it a little bit more blurry, and I like the transparency down a fair bit there. All right, so we've got 2, 1. Let's make it 12. And the blur, let's make it 9, because I like numbers of 3. So 2 minus 1, 12, 9. So we'll go across to this one and go drop shadow, click on the lines, and then we'll go 2 minus 1, 12, and 9. And then click apply and do the same to the last one. Drop shadow, little lines, 2 minus 1, 12, and 9, and apply. All right, now they've all got the same drop shadow. Excellent. All right, now the last section down the bottom is, I always like another little rectangle. And this one is always, let's just click and drag that one down, is your final call to action. Now, your final call to action is always like they scroll to the bottom and there's nothing else left for them to do, right? So right down here at the bottom, again, I use exactly the same words that I used up here in the pink section. So I'm just going to highlight that. And here's a little trick for you. If you click on it and hold the Alt or Option key on a Mac and Alt key on a keyboard, you can actually grab and drag and it makes a copy for you. And now I'm going to drag that down and I'm going to resize that, make it nice and big because it's the last thing that they see. And I'm going to make the text white. And then I'm going to create another button, which is their last button. So I'm going to push R for rectangle to bring in another button. Not T for text, Sally. R for rectangle. And we're going to create a button with this one. Just like that. And all my buttons are always the blue. So I'm going to click on blue. And my text on my button, T for text, that'll work, is yes. I want to learn how to have conversations that convert. All right, so that'll be my call to action text. Let's make that a little bigger, make sure it's in my brand style there. Oops, let's make it a little smaller. Bring that text down. There we go. Bring it to here and now make it a little bigger. Excellent. And now make my button really pop and stand out on the page, just like so. Just like that. Excellent. All right. So now we've got a final call to action down the bottom here. And again, you just need to direct them to exactly the same URL. So I'm going to highlight both of those. So I'm just going to drag across here, but I don't want this. You can see it's selected that background color there. I'm going to just hold my shift to deselect that one. And now I've just got these two together. I'm going to group those together. So now they're both together. And I'm going to go up and type in www. What I might do is I'm just going to direct them to Sparkle Class Academy website for now. Okay, so you guys will see how the link itself actually works. So that's done there. And of course, it's put an underline on it. So I'll remove the underline and I might go back up the top here and remove the underline from that one. And just replace the link there. Oops. Replace the link there. And excellent. Why is it not doing sparkleclassacademy.com? Make sure my website's working. It is. It may be needing the HTTPS. So let's try that. Yeah, it's actually added it in there, but we have an S on ours. All right. So I'll fix that and remove that underline. Scroll down, and yep, paste that. Excellent. All right, now just remove that underline. Here's a section that you'll probably have forget to do, but if you were definitely going to be running ads to this landing page, you also need to make sure on your footer, so we're going to push R for rectangle. Done it again. R, not T, Sally. R. I mean, they're right next to each other. Just saying. R for rectangle. I'm going to drag this on down just like this. And then you're going to need a footer at the bottom here. And on your footer, I'm just going to make this a darker color for the footer. Now, on the footer, you are going to need to add terms and conditions and also your privacy statements. So I'm just going to push T for text and I'm just going to paste in the word. So we've got our terms and conditions like that, and then also privacy like that. Now, because we help B2B businesses, we also have an earnings disclaimer, which means you've also got to do the work. And then because I've designed this, I'm also going to put that it's copyrighted to us, but I'm going to cut that. Oh, I'm going to cut those words. And okay, so now we've got our terms and conditions and our privacy statement. Make sure that it's in our right branding. I'm going to pop that down the bottom here. So you're going to need to, especially if you are if you're running ads to this, you're definitely going to need to have that or it will not get through the ads. Okay, so now that's done, what we need to do is paste in our terms and conditions. So if I just highlight on the word terms, I can go up to links and I can paste in our links and hit enter. And then also if I go to our privacy policy, I can paste in the privacy policy link and hit enter. And then finally, I can go to our earnings disclaimer and highlight that and paste in the URL for earnings disclaimer and hit enter. Now I've got my 3 links working along the bottom there. Then finally, I want to also put my copyright at the bottom because I designed this myself. So I'm going to click the little T for text. Oh, let's click away. T for text to bring in a text box. I'm going to put in my little copyright logo there. Make sure that it is in my brand typography. And I'm going to pop that over there. Now, what size is that one? That's at 14. Let's just give it an even number to make things easier. Let's make it 12. And then let's copy that and make that 12 as well. Nice. And then the other thing I will do is also, I'm going to go down here to my logos and I'm going to find the Sparkle Class Academy logo just here, which I'd already, and I'm going to pop my little logo. Ooh, don't do that. I'm going to pop my little logo in the corner there. With that, it's pretty neat. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to align everything. So if we click up here and go position, vertical. I think it's because this square is a little bigger. Let's see if there's a line. Yep, that's better. There was an enter space under there. Let's align, position, center. Oop, no, not center. Middle. And now they're all aligned to each other. Nice and clean. Nice and neat. Excellent. Now we can see down here we've got this a little bit of extra space that we don't need. So if you are in the Pro account, this will be much easier for you. you can go up to resize. It tells you how high it is up here and how wide it is here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to knock it down to say 1800 and see where we end up with 1800, and I'm going to say resize, and then hopefully when I resize, I'm not going to copy and resize, I'm just going to click resize. Oh, hang on, undo. Did I have that linked? No, unlinked. Height 1800. Make sure it's not linked. Resize. Why is it going down? Let's find out why it's doing that. I want my height. Let's try 1500. It's not linked, which is fine. And I just want to resize. Okay, well, it's resizing, but it's also resizing the graphics. So let's highlight all the graphics. This is what I said. I've not done it in here before. I don't know why I did that. I wouldn't say do that, but anyway, let's highlight all the graphics and see if we can get it to the right size. Yeah, that's pretty good. So all we need to do now is bring this one out. Let's highlight all of these and bring him over. This one could be a little bigger, just like so. These, just highlight and group them together. Let's group them together and then position them to the center. And same with this one. Let's group them together and position to the center, and then ungroup them and just drag this little guy out. And then these ones, I reckon we can position these ourselves pretty easily. Nice. All right. Sweet. We have ourselves a landing page. So the only thing that is missing is, of course, you need to create your own opt-ins. Now, why is this not a website landing page? It's supposed to have turned to a website. Here we go, website. Click on website. It's a scrolling website. Yep, it sure is. And open website. Now, bear in mind, this is new to Facebook, but it is also in beta, okay? Which means it is currently, okay, so it looks like the scrolling one is actually not scrolling. It is resizing with the website, so that's not what we want. Let's try again. Let's see, that's the website. Let's go. Multi-site, no. Scrolling, classic navigation, standard, single page site with navigation bar. Let's try that one. Open. Aha, there we go. That's what we want. And now it scrolls. Look at that. Woohoo! And if I click on the button, it should take me to my website. And it's not. So I'm going to need to see why that's the case. Let's see if it takes me to my terms and conditions. Yes, it certainly does. All right, so I'm going to go to Sparkle Class Academy, sparkleclassacademy.com, directly be on that landing page and just copy directly from the landing page that I know is working. And then I'm going to come back to my design, click on my little button, click on the link. I'm going to highlight and paste. And then also down here, I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to Command A, Command V. And now let's try that. So under share, we go down to website, we go open website, and now let's see if it works. Is it going to take me to my website? Yes! Woohoo! All right, but of course, yours is not going to take you to a website. It's going to take you to an opt-in form to collect their information, right? Look at that. So we have just created a whole web landing page together. The only thing you'll need to do now is just create your opt-in and, of course, all the other pieces like deliver the email, deliver the freebie. But that's pretty cool, right? And if it looks like if I change the size of this, it moves with me. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And it'll be very interesting. I'm actually going to see, because I've never done this before, like I said, I'm going to see what it looks like if I paste this URL on my phone. Let me just quickly do that and see what happens on the phone. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we'll find out. Oh, look. And it's come up on my phone. Pretty good, right? That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. And if I click on the buttons, yeah, look, I just clicked on the button. Yeah, baby. Look, it takes me straight to my website and all the other things. How cool, right? How cool. All right, there we go. So that is how to create a website. Now, you'll probably go, but now how do I share that website? Well, let me show you. I'm going to go back to the landing page. Make sure I click on the right button. Here we go. So Canva actually gives you a domain name up here. So it will have the word Canva and design in it, but you can just share that. So copy that. And what I would recommend that you do is then go to Bitly. Okay, so go to Bitly, and Bitly allows you to create short URLs. Now I need to log in because I have a Bitly account. And then we'll open up to Q&A and head across to our VIPs momentarily. So when you're in Bitly, you can click up here. It does let you create a certain amount of pretty links easier for free, but I've got lots, so I actually pay. But I would paste the URL in here and then click create. And then here at the end of Bitly, it just gives you a string of numbers just over here. It gives you a string of numbers, but you can like put conversations that convert on the end if you want to. I've probably already used that, so I'm not going to click the button or it'll mess up anything. But you can put anything on here. You know, you could go Sally's awesome freebie. Actually, let's think of something so you can all go and test it and have a look at it. So let's go Sally, Canva, something that Canva 01. All right. So if everyone wants to go, whoever's watching this, go to bit.ly, bit.ly. Let's actually make sure it's going to let me have that link. Yes, it is. And then type in Sally Canva 01. You will be able to see the landing page Sally style. And then you can model this landing page design for yourself. You're welcome. All right, now for our VIPs or anybody watching out there in live streaming land, if you have any questions, I'm now going to head across to questions. And for those who are on the replay, you need to make sure that you hit the bell or turn the notification on so that you can be part of the live Q&A time, as this will all be chopped off on the replay. But hopefully that's been super helpful. Make sure when you do create your first landing page that you also share the link. Come, tag me, let me know so I can come and check out your landing page design inside of Canva.